going with Julian, Montalvo, Maximus, Moya. 6 rounds at super featherweight. They're going to start off the action tonight. Then we're going to see the Matchroom debut of Frank Espinoza, a powerful middleweight, taking on the native Texan Bryce Blackwell. Jahyden Franklin Britton returning to the ring, putting his undefeated record on the line against Najee West. And then it is Zaquin Moses, one of the best young prospects in the fight game today. He is back in action, taking on the battle-tested Travis Crawford. So 4 6-round matches for you, kicking off our prelim fight card here in Houston. And then it is the main card beginning at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Miguel Flores, the veteran, trying to make one final run at a title shot. The featherweight will be in action against Javon Woodard Jr. Omari Jones, top candidate for Prospect of the Year here in 2026. A win over Diego Osuna would go a long way, improving that. And then it's Charlie Sheehy making his return to the ring, fighting again under the Matchroom banner against Nike Theron. And like we mentioned, the main event, Oshaki Foster, Raymond Ford for Foster's WBC super featherweight title. As for Ford, he is trying to become a 2-division world champ here tonight in Houston. So we are almost ready to go for some of these fights. And you talked about the similarities, the skill level. What makes, what do you call him, Oshanique?
I call him Oshanique. I'm trying to remember Oshaki.
Listen,
I've called him that since I've known him.
I want to make you comfortable here. What makes Oshaki so special from a skill perspective?
I would just say overall IQ. He's so slick, you know, and his timing is right on point. So, I mean, those two things are key.
Now,
that's going to make him win this fight.
Now, Ray Ford, originally from Camden, New Jersey, he's relocated to Houston along with Shakur Stevenson and Zaquin Moses as well. They're all training at J. Prince Gym. You're training at J. Prince Gym, so you see a lot of Ray Ford in the gym. What is the biggest thing that maybe stands out to you about Ray Savage Ford?
I think he's going to be a little more aggressive than as part of his skillful. He throws in his aggression, which that's very hard to beat or to stop. So I think that's going to be, if anything, that what Oshaki will have trouble with.
And then here on our preliminary bouts, you have Zaquin Moses, who's in that gym as well. A very young, promising fighter, obviously the younger cousin of Shakur Stevenson. He's trying to improve to 7-0. What do you think makes him pretty special as a young fighter?
I mean, he's been around, Shakur, and, training with him since he started. So just getting, that help and having a mentor like him right there tells you it right there. And he's very dedicated.
So he's going to be part of our main event on the prelim bout. We are ready to go for our first fight of the night. Again, Julian Montalvo, Maximus Moya, 6 rounds at 130 pounds. We're about to meet the fighters as we get going for a great night of boxing. The first time that Houston, Texas, this building, the Fertitta Center, as the crowd continues to file in, we'll see a major title fight here in the Lone Star State. So without further ado, we're going to get things started with this first bout of the evening. Again, Montalvo and Moya about to meet the fighters and about to get going. The first of 4 here, 6 rounds, 4 bouts, all coming up before the main card at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, live on DAZN. Let's meet the first 2 fighters we'll have here tonight. Without further ado, throw it to our MC, David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Fertitta Center here in Houston, Texas, USA. We are live on DAZN for a big night of World Championship Professional Boxing. We begin tonight with a special super featherweight attraction set to make his ring walk. Please welcome Maximus Gladiator Moya.
like before.
And now entering the arena, please welcome Julian, el natural Montalvo.
Montalvo, 6-0, 4 knockouts, El Natural, just 18 years of age. Out of Las Vegas, Nevada, widely regarded as one of the sport's most promising teenage prospects. He's been busy as a teenager, again, already 6 fights and already over 2 years of pro experience. 5 fights in Mexico, 1 in Las Vegas in his hometown a little less than 2 months ago. And that last fight was his U.S. debut, so this is his first business trip inside the U.S. as he gets ready to go for his 6-round fight.
Once again, good evening and welcome to the Fertitta Center here in the beautiful city of Houston, Texas, USA. We are live on DAZN for Big Night of World Championship Professional Boxing. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored tonight by Bet Online, Drip, Events 365, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Riyadh Season, the 10% Club, and Everlast. All of tonight's bouts are sanctioned under the auspices of the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. The chairman is Rick Figueroa. The executive director is Courtney Arbor. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside: Alan Krebs, Michelle Morales, and Rafael Ramos. And at the sound of the bell, your 3rd man in the ring, referee Dorian Borowski. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he was black with orange and white trim. He scaled 132.6 pounds. His professional record, 3 victories, 3 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Maximus, Gladiator Moya. Moya. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears pink with black trim, official weight 132 3/4 pounds. His professional record thus far perfect, 6 fights, 6 victories, with 4 of them coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Please welcome Julian, el natural Montalvo. Montalvo.
All right, gentlemen. Punches here are good. Punches here are good. Gone through instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean fight. Listen to my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Come back. Go back.
Dorian Borowski, the 3rd man in the ring as we get going. First of 4, leading into the main card tonight on DAZN. And the main event for the WBC Super Featherweight title, O'Shaquie Foster defends his title against Raymond Savage Ford here in Houston. Fight night underway. First round of this 6-round scheduled contest between Maximus Moya in the white and orange trunks and Julian Montalvo, the 18-year-old, wearing the pink and black trunks and already going to work with that left hand upstairs and downstairs. Now, Ginny, when you hear of a hotshot prospect, 18 years of age, already with a wealth of experience as the left hand comes in, what are you looking for to see if he's the goods?
Just how he handles himself in the ring overall, and just taking that ring generalship. And, you know, I heard he's gotten a lot of sparring in with Shakur. So I know he's got a lot of experience already there.
He does a lot of the top-ranked gym. Fighters like Shakur, like Keyshawn Davis, Shushu Carrington as well. He's coming off a unanimous decision win over 6 rounds against Manuel Lerma at the Cosmopolitan back on April the 11th. What a 18-year-old, 5'11", 130 pound.
I like how he keeps going the body head.
And already seeing redness on the face of Maximus Moya. 24-year-old native out of New Mexico. He's breathing heavily as well. Last fight for Moya, suffered a unanimous decision defeat to Mexican Herman Ponce over 4 rounds in his hometown of Albuquerque. That was also in early April. Quick turnarounds for these two fighters.
Yeah, Julian's got that, you know, long reach. So that's what I feel like Moya's going to have trouble with. He's got to close that gap to take that reach from him.
Anytime you try and do that, you're gambling getting into the airspace of that long reach from Montalvo.
Right.
Montalvo closing the gap with the double jab, and then he goes to work on the combo. Good connect with the right hand from Montalvo. Again, 6-0, 4 KOs. Moya answers with a counter.
He keeps hitting him with that right.
Good action nearing the close of round number 1. Final 10 seconds. Montalvo leading with the jab throughout this first round, and it's led to some punches and combos like that. Sound of the bell, end of round 1. Maximus Moya tried to snap a 3-fight losing streak. Again, 3-3. Began his pro career by winning his first 3 fights. But he's never fought professionally outside his hometown until tonight.
Yeah, if he just picks up the aggression again, that's the only way that this is going to start changing a little bit. Otherwise, you know, Julian's taking over and taking the control.
Round 2 between Montalvo and Moya. Montalvo looks like he has part of his waistband tucked in.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What we've seen early on, obviously, you talked about the great sparring experience for a teenager, but in real-time competition right here, what have you seen from Montalvo that you like?
I like that he's, you know, like I said before, he's throwing to the body and head, but if he picked up the combination a little bit and threw more 4 to 5 combinations, then he might be able to tire Moya down faster and maybe could stop him, but just throwing like 1-2 shots, you got to pick that up.
Fighters punching with one another. Left hook coming in from Montalvo near the end. And they go back to the center of the ring.
See how that was a perfect left to the body, just come back up with the hook.
Came back with a right counter, did Montalvo. Moya tried to match him with a left hook. Some raw power in those hands of Julian Montalvo.
There you go.
You love the body work. A 3-punch combo ending with a straight right hand upstairs. Now Montalvo turning it on. midway through the second. To Montalvo's corner, Armando Flores, his trainer, telling him to keep moving, use the footwork.
Yeah, don't stand in front of him. Throw a combination and angle out and throw another combination. He's right.
They're trying to chop some wood with those wide-ranging uppercuts. Moya was ready for that body shot.
Those body shots are just breaking him down slowly.
There's a good two-punch combo right downstairs against Maximus Moya. Oh, beautiful scraping left uppercut. Another one from Montalvo. And Moya slowing down considerably here in the second round.
Yeah, he's breathing a little hard there.
Yeah, the punch volume from 18-year-old Julian Montalvo paying dividends nearly 2 rounds into this one. Beautiful straight right hand from Julian Montalvo.
There you go.
And another left hook. Big time stud from Montalvo.
Now he's starting to see that left hook after he throws that left to the body.
That was as complete a round as you could probably see from an 18-year-old.
Yeah. He did what I was wanting him to do, which is pick it up a little bit more with the combinations. Now, if he just uses his angles more and doesn't stay in front of Moya, then again, that goes to show his experience level.
Armando Flores in Montalvo's corner. They've worked together since Julian first entered the gym in 2015 at the age of 9. Flores had him develop a pro style right from the beginning. He'd sparred title holders and contenders as a teenager, routinely overtaking the conventional national amateur circuit. So you have men in their 20s and 30s standing across from you as a teenager. I guess you have no choice but to grow up fast.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing the poise and, honestly, the punching IQ of someone who might be in their mid to late 20s and in an 18-year-old's body. Another solid 3-punch combo from Julian Montalvo.
Yeah. Montalvo needs to react and come back with combinations. Can't let Montalvo get in his rhythm.
The work to the body from Montalvo has been there throughout the first half of this fight. Montalvo staying light on his feet. The hands have been active. He has left himself open for sporadic shots.
Right, yeah, that's why he needs to angle out. Yeah, he's staying too much in front of him.
And that left hand doing a number on the body of Maximus Moya.
Yep.
And there's another one. Utilizing the left hand in a bunch of different ways. Moya slowing down along the ropes.
Yeah, Moya's
If you're Dorian Borowski, you're giving it a close look with over a minute to go here in round 3. Montalvo in his bag, the youngster, feeling himself in Houston. A lot of punches. Using the ropes to his advantage. You saw him use the forearm to keep Moya in position. Here's Moya bloodied up at the nose. The left hand either to the body, maybe upstairs, using an uppercut as well. It's all been there for Montalvo. Connected there with a right hook.
I'll give Moya props. He's tough. Those are some back-to-back body shots.
A lot of durability from the 24-year-old. Again, 3 straight losses for Moya.
Yeah.
He hasn't been stopped early, though. Tell you what, there was a point with a little over 60 seconds left where you thought Moya had no shot of escaping this round. But here they go, back to their stools. You see the referee, Dorian Borowski, essentially telling Moya, you got to show us something in the 4th round. Start of round 4 between Montalvo and Moya. Julian Montalvo going for a win in his 3rd straight fight, scheduled for 6 rounds. It's more of the same.
Yep.
You have to admire the work that an 18-year-old does to the body. The focus is downstairs for Julian Montalvo.
Actually, yeah, you know, usually when the young ones in the beginning of your career don't really focus to the body, so that just goes to show his experience, actually. He never fixed his waistband.
Another left hand. And the uppercut followed by the straight right.
Push, not pushing the shoulder.
Montalvo keeping Moya in front of him. There it is again, the shoulder, and he was warned about it, but again, we go back to the age of what you want to see from a prospect.
Right.
Gamesmanship is present for Montalvo.
Yeah, like you said, the durability, you know, he's probably got a lot of rounds and just knows how to take it.
It's the right hand behind the guard of that left glove from Moya. And there's Moya with a counter
That was a nice
shot.
counter.
Now, every now and then, it's a periodic wake-up for prospects. More force in those left hands, and then 3 punches upstairs. Moya perhaps wavering a bit in the corner, slowing down. Montalvo continuing to work. Left hands and right, there it is. Julian Montalvo earns a 4th round stoppage here in Houston. Only a matter of time as he puts Moya down and out for the first time in his career. That was an impressive performance from an 18-year-old.
Yeah. Well, that's what you expect from, you know, those young prospects, that people are looking to move fast with their experience.
So Montalvo 2 for 2 in the U.S. after beginning his career with 5 fights in Mexico. And a Las Vegas native, top training as a youngster since he began boxing at the age of 9. He didn't have extensive amateur experience in terms of real competition. Went 20-1 as an amateur. And look at that. Maybe he's graduated to 8 rounds.
I was going to say, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dorian Borowski calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 4. Declaring your winner by TKO, he's still undefeated, Julian El Natural Montalvo.
So congratulations to Julian on the win on his graduation.
Hello. Today was supposed to be my graduation, and I had a fight. I had to come handle business. A moment everybody looked forward their whole years of being in school, and I couldn't make it that one time. But just know that's just the hard work I put into this. Boxing is life, and if that's not how you think, you can't be a boxer, man. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have my graduation. No, I'm not even gonna have a graduation. I'm gonna just have the diploma emailed, but everything's cool. This is how much work I put into this, and I'm just proving it to you guys. Like, if you're willing to do this, you gotta go all the way. And for those people who are in boxing and they don't want to go to school, you can still do it. And yeah, there's just this hard work. Thank you guys for being here and watching me fight.
Julian El Natural Montalvo, undefeated, in association with Top Rank Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a special middleweight attraction set to make his ring walk. Please welcome Bryce, the God Blackwell.
All right, we are back here ringside at Fortita Center here in Houston, alongside Ginny Fuse, Shop Justin Shackle. One fight in the books, Julian Montalvo on his graduation day.
That's pretty cool.
Skipped the graduation because he had business to attend to. He's a working professional.
Right.
You don't see that too often, but I think high school graduation's gonna always be in his mind. Pretty sure he's always gonna know where he was here in Houston after that stoppage.
Yeah, he'll never forget this day. When they throw the hats, his throwing the hat is not the TKO he just got. So
yeah, he's
we're
throwing
proud
some
of him,
fists as he stops Maximus Moya. First time that Moya had ever been stopped in his career overall. What impresses you after what you saw from an 18-year-old like that?
That, like I told you earlier, going to the body head, you continuously throw to the body, it'll slowly break you down, and it's hard to come back from a body shot. I'd rather get hit in the head than getting hit with a hard body shot. So that right there goes to show he's going to come a long ways. Now
our second fight here, we have Frank Espinoza making his Matchroom debut against Bryce Blackwell, a Houston native. I know you're very familiar with Bryce. What can you tell us about him as a fighter?
Yeah, Bryce, me and Bryce have the same strength and condition coach, Evans Tobler, and so he just started working with Evans, so I just actually met Bryce. And so I know that his conditioning is on point because Evans got him right for this fight. So I think that's, if anything, that's what's going to make him win this fight.
Oh, I have to ask you more about Evans then, because we know him very well.
I know you do.
From Devin Haney and Regis Prograis' first dust up over in San Francisco. What is it like having Evans in your ear during those training sessions?
Very annoying and can't stand him, but in the end I love him, and he's been such a major part of my team and why I've had so much success. So I hate him during training and call him names, but then I tell him I love him afterwards because he's helped me get so far.
Now, how'd you two get connected?
Through Regis, actually.
Okay.
Regis introduced me to him, and so this is way back in the day, and so me and Regis used to train together with Evans, and yeah, those are the good old days.
Nice. I mean, we're here in Houston. It's the first time that Matchroom is doing a show in Houston. There is a really healthy boxing culture in this city. Can you give us a sense of what the boxing scene is like in Space City?
Oh, well, you know, it's a Latin-based kind of city, so you know that makes boxing huge here. But it's always been very popular here, and there's a lot of good fighters that come out of Houston and win nationals and then graduate to the pros and do very well. So that's one thing I never have problem with is finding good sparring and getting good work because there's so many good boxers here.
All right, we are moments away from our second bout here in the prelims, all leading into the Foster Ford main card coming up at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on DAZN. Coming up later on this summer, it is the return of Anthony Joshua on DAZN, the global home of boxing.
On DAZN, the fights never stop. With the biggest nights in boxing all year long.
It has never been bigger for any fighter in the history of this country. Let's get ready to rumble!
Every week, it's on. So take your seat and join us ringside. Incredible! The undisputed global home of boxing. Watch only on DAZN.
It's a huge moment. Obviously, we finished last year with the Jake Paul fight, which was good fun, and got Anthony back in the ring, and the devastation of the tragic accident in Nigeria, and the passing of his two closest friends. It was a terrible moment for everybody and the families, and AJ needed that time to recover physically, emotionally, and mentally, and kind of left him to his own devices in that respect in terms of time. In the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's returned to training camp. He's physically ready to resume full training. And now the roadmap is set out for 2026. The fight with Prenga, July 25th, and then, of course, the Tyson Fury fight later in the year.
From your side, your personal and working relationship with AJ is something which has been very important for you, hasn't it?
We're very close. I've worked with him for 14 years now. We've been through a hell of a lot. I admire and respect him so much. I care about him, and I want to see him happy. The training camp, the gym, that's where he finds his solidarity. That's where he finds his regiment. That's where he finds his happiness. And he's fighting with a different purpose now as well. He's fighting with the memory of his two good friends that he lost, and no one wanted his success more than those two. So he carries a lot of that with him in camp. And like I said, he has a new meaning somewhat in terms of his training now, and he looks in a great place. I think it's very difficult to do the distance with Anthony Joshua. Look, Prenga's a big puncher. I think this is his absolute lottery ticket. And a lot of people said to me, I think this guy's 21 wins, 20 knockouts. And do you want someone maybe with a slightly lesser knockout percentage? But it is what it is. If you're going to beat Tyson Fury, you need to be going through people like Prenga. So you want rounds, but I think it'll be difficult with the kind of bad intentions that Anthony's going to go in there with. I think it'll be difficult for this man to hear the final bell.
He trained with Usyk, and we saw all the social media content from it. It's the best thing for his career, don't you think?
These guys are like Apollo and Rocky. It's just they're bringing each other on. The belief that Usyk and the team have in terms of what Anthony can still do in the sport has to be so, good for the confidence building of Anthony Joshua. These guys are not, idiots. They're absolute boxing experts. They see Joshua's work up close. They've shared the ring with him. They see his physicalities, and they believe he can go on and become world heavyweight champion again. Being around greatness like that is incredibly inspiring, and I see AJ raising the bar in training camp and taking it to another level. He's happy in that camp. He's motivated, and he's ready to fight.
You've said the fight with Tyson Fury is signed, sealed, delivered. Just tell us, have you got a venue in mind and a date?
The venue will be decided by Turk El Sheikh. Everybody dreams about this fight taking place in the UK. We'll see. I think around November time. But we've signed. Fury's signed. Get through July 25th, and we're good to go.
Part of a stacked summer card on DAZN. Anthony Joshua returning to the ring against
from the
Prenga. Let's go back inside
Houston,
to
Texas,
Diamante.
USA, live on DAZN. We are now set to go with a special middleweight attraction. Set to make his ring walk. Please welcome Bryce, the God Blackwell.
Bryce Blackwell walking with some purpose here, straight to the ring, not taking his time. I love that.
Yeah.
4-2 record with a knockout to his ledger as well. 26 years of age. Again, residing here in Houston, Texas. He's been a pro for a little under a year and a half, and he's coming off a 4-round unanimous decision defeat to Itler Mbala on April the 4th in San Antonio. So he's trying to get back in the win column, which would be his first win since last October.
And now entering the arena, please welcome the young, undefeated prospect from Sacktown, Frank Knuckles Espinoza.
Take a look at one of the newest Matchroom signings in the United States. 20-year-old Frank Espinoza, a 160-pound prospect with visible power and all-action style. He's been pro for half a year now, 3-0 record, 3 knockouts, accumulating only 4 rounds of experience because you don't get paid for overtime. We know that.
Yeah.
Earned a first-round knockout over DePriest Johnson on March the 7th in Lincoln, California. He stopped Johnson, again, a fighter that 8 other undefeated opponents could not. So this Sacramento, California native has taken his show on the road and, again, now trying to shine under the Matchroom banner.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Houston, Texas, live on DAZN, we are set to go with a special middleweight attraction, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing in association with Paco Presents. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside: Chris Migliori, Michelle Morales, and Randy Russell. At the sound of the bell, your 3rd man in the ring, referee Raul Caiz Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears white, red, and purple with green trim. He's scaled at the middleweight limit of 160 pounds, bang on. Professional record: 4 wins, 2 defeats, 1 win coming by way of knockout. He fights out of right here in Houston, Texas. Please welcome Bryce "The God" Blackwell. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears white with silver trim, official weight 159 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 3 victories and no defeats, all 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He proudly fights out of Sacramento, California. Please welcome the young, undefeated, hard-hitting Frank Knuckles Espinoza.
Fighter chief second, please. Mouthpiece. All right, gentlemen, receive the instructions in the dressing room. Know what I expect. Good, clean fight. Legal punches, here for you. Legal punches, here for you. Touch gloves, go to both of you. Let's go.
Bryce Blackwell, who you see on the right side of your screen, 6 years older than Frank Espinoza, also 2 inches taller than the young 20-year-old. Espinoza, again, fighting in early March, also fought in January, made his pro debut right after Thanksgiving in his hometown of Sacramento, sold over 200 tickets to that event, and took his opponent out in 1 round. I'm digging the Joker themed fight kit for Bryce Blackwell.
I know, right? You like
Very
it?
stylish.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Let's go, Bryce. Let him go. Hands are free. Punch out of there. Pull your arm out. Let him go, Bryce.
Raul Caiz Jr. commanding the release. Blackwell's fighting in Houston for the second time in his career. Began the pro ranks at 4-0 before dropping 2 straight.
You know, Bryce actually did that Team Combat League too. I forgot about that, and he was on the San Antonio team.
Stuck in a left hook right there on Espinoza as he was coming in.
Stop, no punch, I'm here.
So if you're Blackwell, you're facing this 20-year-old. Obviously, there's got a lot of hype around him. Do you try and make it ugly, frustrating, or is that not Blackwell's style?
No, that's not Blackwell's style. He likes to control the fight with his jab, which I feel like he's doing a really good job of. And then once he kind of feels the opponent out, he usually picks it up. So I feel like that's what he's doing right now.
Gets himself off the ropes. Blackwell said Matchroom made a big mistake matching up their newly signed prospect with him. He knows Espinoza is a former 2-time amateur national champ, but he said he is coming to win here. Both fighters missing, and then the sharp right hand landed by Espinoza. Punching down, connecting with the left hand.
Yeah, Espinoza's doing a good job of trying to cut Bryce off, which is the right thing to do right now.
Let him go, Bryce. Pull your arm out of there. Stop. Hold it, Bryce. Box.
Frank Espinoza signed a co-promotional agreement with Matchroom and Paca Damien 2 weeks ago. Again, this is his Matchroom debut. End of round 1. Very much a feel-out round for both fighters.
Right. The only thing I'm worried about, I don't like how Bryce, after he punches, he steps back and is giving Espinoza some room to punch back. He needs to change that immediately.
All right, Jenny, who do we have in Bryce's corner here?
So, well, that was his father, and then Evans is to his left.
Perfect. And there you see Ray Woods in the corner of Frank Espinoza. Longtime trainer out of Sacramento. The stepfather of Diego Corrales. Espinoza was across the stage from Blackwell when Bryce told him that he's not the guy to look past back on Thursday, that he put in the work in training camp, that he's coming to win. And Espinoza looked like he wasn't too worried about any of that. He stayed by the book, kind of said that he was ready to show his skills, prove to everybody why he belongs on this stage. So not too much buildup in a week where we have seen a lot of fighters who are going head-to-head grow the animosity throughout the fight week events. Here it just seems like you have 2 focused fighters trying to make their mark. Of course, no animosities bubbling over like the ones we have between Oshaki Foster and Ray Ford coming up in the main event tonight.
Bryce needs to work on the inside in there when they get tied up like that.
Yeah, Bryce, back to the tag. Stop. Box.
Espinoza continuing to come forward on Blackwell.
Yeah, Bryce is waiting a little too long.
What do you think is causing him to be tentative here, Ginny? Maybe a right hand like that?
Maybe a right hand like that. And that aggression, you know, that aggression kind of, you never know what's going to come. Oh, I think mouthpiece just fell out.
A mouthpiece or maybe the tape,
Or was that tape?
holding back the tail on Frank Espinoza's hair. They're fighting on. Big counter right hand lands by Espinoza. Under a minute to go in the second round.
Watch your elbow, Frank.
Another right hand connects from Frank Espinoza. Blackwell landing one of his own. A good left counter shot as Espinoza walked into it, but again, Frank Espinoza, the punch output a bit greater here in the second round.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think I heard Bryce's dad said stop that forward momentum of Espinoza, and he's right. Push him, start pushing him back.
Get off his head. No punch, no punch. Right. How you hit the head that's moving? How do you hit the head that's moving? 10 seconds. Stop at the bell.
Second round coming to a close. Right after that exchange and the wink from Knuckles. A left hook and an acknowledgement as if to say, hey, more to come. Espinoza already off his stool, ready to go. Frank Espinoza trying to earn his third win of 2026.
Back up and punch. Let him go, Bryce.
This is already his second fight scheduled for 6 rounds. But here, he's working past the second round for the first time in his career.
He's got a good engine.
Blackwell winding up with that left hand. Good cover from Espinoza.
Yeah, I think he's being a little too wide with that left hand. He's just right down the middle. Stay a little tighter.
What else does he need to do with, again, you talked about a 20-year-old with a come-forward motor that doesn't look to be slowing down.
Right, he needs to stop that. He's just kind of, he's using a jab, but then that's it, and he steps back. He needs to use the jab and then come back with something, then step around, come back with something. He's just waiting too long. He needs to work.
You're holding. That is right on.
Espinoza zipping in a right hook moments ago. Uppercut exchanges. And Blackwell looks to be a little lost here along the ropes, trying to throw back anything. Espinoza maybe coming alive with a little over a minute to go. Perhaps pushing up the tempo. There's a body shot from Knuckles. Another one, doubling it up with the left hand. The knees of Blackwell buckling here in the third round. You don't like the body language from Bryce Blackwell.
Nope.
Perhaps only a matter of time here.
He's definitely slowing down.
As Blackwell slows down, Espinoza continues to come forward. Trying to meet him with the perfect punch. Left hand connects.
If anything, yeah, he needs to use that jab, double it up, triple it up.
No jab to even keep Espinoza at distance.
And he's good right back. Yeah, he's good.
Going right to work is Frank Espinoza. A non-stop approach as the seconds wind down here in the third. Again, these are uncharted waters for Frank Espinoza, but he looks like he has no problem swimming without a paddle. In full control through 3 rounds against Blackwell. That's it. That's going to do it. Blackwell not coming out of the corner, and Frank Espinoza will pick up another stoppage win. So Frank Espinoza in his Matchroom debut lays down the hurt on Bryce. Blackwell improves to 4-0. There you see Paco, Damien, with Frank Espinoza. His corner.
So he got 1 extra round in this fight. A little more experience. But no, he did a good job. He fought the way he was supposed to fight to beat Bryce.
You imagine he'll stay busy. Again, already a 3rd fight in 2026. Now 4-0. And based off that, you certainly want to see more from the Sacramento native. He'll turn 21 in August. What stood out to you most about Espinoza's performance?
He was aggressive, but it was like controlled aggressiveness, and he knew how to handle Bryce and make him tired in the right way. So I'm excited to see more of him fight.
So Espinoza just needs his hand raised now as he gets the hand out of the glove. 4-0, 4 KOs. He'll go back to Sacramento victorious here. And we are about ready to make it official here. And we will now with David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Raul Caiz Jr. calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 10 seconds into round number 4. Declaring your winner by TKO, he's still undefeated, Frank Knuckles Espinoza.
Now 4-0. That was the first time you got past the second round. You were forced to go past the second round. Overall, though, what do you think of your performance?
It could have been better, you know what I mean? But, I still went out there, did my thing, and, you know what I mean? Stopped in the 3rd round. That's what I was supposed to do.
At what point did you feel like you were breaking him down?
2nd round. I seen him, holding, slowing down a little bit, and just trying to take them power shots, So I had to get my defense right and be careful for that one shot that was going to land, you know what I mean? But I did my thing.
You heard him in the 2nd round. You sensed that you were breaking him down then. Were you surprised that he didn't come out?
Oh, what was that?
Were you surprised that he didn't come out?
Yeah, no, for sure. He took that on the chin and he ate it, you know what I mean? So, shit, all good, all to him, man. He took that punch.
Half a year now with pro experience. How often do you want to fight now under the Matchroom umbrella in 2026?
Shit, as many times as I can, you know what I mean? I'm just here to build my career and work my way to the top, baby. That's it.
Just 20 years of age. You don't turn 21 until later this summer in August. So you're a young 20-year-old here trying to work your way up. What is your message to everybody as you just get started?
You know what I mean? If you're in my weight class, just know I'm coming. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm going to build every fight, work on it every fight, and they're going to see me for sure.
Now 4-0, Frank Espinoza, congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Frank Espinoza gets his hand raised here in Houston. The beginning of a very eventful summer in America for Matchroom Boxing. That includes the big showdown in Brooklyn coming up a little over a month from now, or a little less than a month from now at Barclays Center between Jahyden Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, all taking place on DAZN, the global home of boxing.
Well, Xander, Boots, welcome. Xander, I want to start with you. Everybody involved with the making of this fight said this fight does not happen unless you are the one that's pushing for it. You very easily could have taken a lesser fight after back-to-back title wins. Instead, you're jumping right in with the man that people believe is one of the top fighters in any weight class and all the boxes. The question I have is why? Why were you so insistent on making this fight happen?
To be great, you have to face the great guys, right? He's one of the best at 154 pounds, and I say I'm the best at 154 pounds. Only way to find out is by stepping in the ring. Simple as that.
Boots, you've had a hard time getting guys to fight you over the years. What did you think when this guy didn't just walk towards your fight, he ran towards it?
No, I was glad. I was excited. You know, once we figured out that, you know, the Virgil situation didn't go through, I called Eddie. I said, yo, go get his in there. I'm like, please. I'm like, let's make that happen. That's a fight that the fans want to see. I feel like he up and coming young, hungry, or he champion, but he up and coming hungry. You know, he trying to make a name for himself. Why not? You know, why not take what he got?
Did it make you wonder at all that, you know, why is this guy?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
What do you think you do better than him?
I think like I said before, I think he's a solid fighter, you know, a good fighter. You know, he champion for a reason, you know, but I think I do everything better. You know, all around the board, I do everything. I can box, I can bang, inside, outside, mid-range, whatever you want to do, I can do, and you're going to see on fight night.
Xander, what do you think you do better than him?
Man, same thing he mentioned. I got everything. I got all the skills in the world. I listen to my corner. I make the adjustments. I know how to fight. I know how to box. I know how to bang in the inside. I know how to fight in the outside. I know how to take angles. I do everything. I'm as athletic as he is.
You guys have had a few things to say over the last couple of weeks. One of the things that you said, Boots, was basically that Xander's taking this fight because of the money, that you're the big name, you're the big fish at 154. You bring the most money to the table. Do you believe that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm the biggest name at 154 right now, and I feel like everybody in the division, if they sound to fight me, they're gonna make the most money. It's guaranteed. Like, so yeah, that's how I think.
What do you think?
It's never been about the money. Never. I mean, when I fought for the two belts, it was never about the money. When they gave me the Virgil Ortiz fight, it wasn't about the money. Sebastian Fundora wasn't about the money. Boots, it's not about the money. It's about the legacy. I want to be the best. And this is how you make it happen. Forget about the money. You can throw the money out the window if you want. We fight for legacy here.
You buy that?
I like it. I hear what he's saying. I like it.
Ringside in Houston, Justin Shackle, Ginny Fuchs with us as we get rolling ahead of the main card on DAZN coming up at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. But I gotta get your thoughts on Boots and Zayas. A little under a month now away from that big-time fight at 154 pounds. Big venue at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. What do you like about both fighters, Ginny?
Well, I think they're kind of similar, to be honest. So, Boots, like his skill level, his control, general ringship is good. But I mean, Zane has that too. So I think it comes down to whoever has the best night. And yeah, who shows their skill level the best.
So you got a title opportunity for Boots Ennis in that contest with Zayas in Brooklyn. I know you have a title opportunity coming up midsummer now in July. July 18th, I believe, a title shot that you've been waiting for as you're trying to become full champion, no?
Yes, correct. I've been mandatory to fight for the WBC belt for over a year. It's finally locked down. And I'm actually fighting the same girl that I fought to win the WBC interim belt. And it's kind of a long story how she got to fight for the full belt before me. But what matters is that I finally got the shot. And it's finally happening over a long wait, or, just up and down. So trying to get this fight locked down. So, yeah.
This is almost a 2-year layoff for you, correct?
Yeah. It's crazy, yeah.
A lot of hurdles to go through to get that shot that's near the finish line, though.
Yeah, exactly. This fight has been getting pushed back. So I've been in camp, out of camp, in camp, out of camp. So it's just, yeah, like I said, it's been a roller coaster for me, and I'm just so glad that it's finally happening, is lockdown. So I'll be ready. Trust me, I'll be ready.
We're happy for you that you're getting your chance here. Again, July 18th, going to be in action there for that title shot. All right, we have Jahyden Britton, another Houston product, about to be featured in our third bout. Jahyden Britton, Najee West. What can you tell us about Britton?
So he was on the Houston Hitman with me on that Team Combat League, and that's the first time I've seen him fight. So he's a hungry fighter, and he throws a lot of combinations. Sometimes he lets his emotions get in the way. So as long as he controls his emotions and uses that aggression and combination, he's going to be hard to beat.
So he's 21. You're seeing a lot of young talent out of this Houston area here tonight. So as you have 21-year-olds, you have 20-year-olds, they're finding their way as young professionals. You, in a sense, are a young professional, but you have just so much experience in the fight game. Any type of advice that you lend these fighters over time?
It's funny you say I'm a young professional. I am young, but I'm in my late 30s. But so I gotta, these guys just got to use their experience and relax in there. Sometimes they get excited and they let, like I said, they let their emotions go. But just trust your training and remember how you got here. And that's what I would tell them, yeah.
Love it. Jahyden Britton, Najee West coming up in just a few moments as we get set for our third fight of 4 here in the prelim bout. Zaquin Moses is coming up, and then it's the main card coming up at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on DAZN. We're going to see O'Shaquie Foster and Ray Ford in the main event. You're also going to see Charlie Sheehy make his Matchroom return. Also, Amari Jones, another Olympian just like yourself. What stands out to you about Amari Jones here?
Just the fact that, he uses his jab well and that he uses his angle work well, I would say. But yeah, I'm excited to see how he's going to do tonight.
All right, that's coming up in the main card. Let's get ready for our third bout of the evening. Send it inside the ring with David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're set to go with a special super middleweight attraction. Now entering the arena, please welcome Najee. I'm him West.
It's one of the more interesting nicknames in the fight game. I'm him. Najee, I am him West. Who is he? Well, he's 9-2 at the moment. You are who your record says you are.
Right.
9-2, 4 knockouts, 32 years of age, a durable regional fighter competing for him on the biggest stage of his career tonight. He's been a pro for 3.5 years, but he's coming off a 5th-round knockout defeat to Dejan Gonzalez in his hometown of Davenport, Iowa in late December. And that was for the Iowa State middleweight title. Different circumstances here tonight as he goes up against Jahyden Britton.
Please welcome the undefeated Jahyden Britton.
Jahyden Britton soaking it up. 21 years of age, exactly what you want, right? Young fighter, baby face, 8-0 record, 5 knockouts. And the unbeaten Texan moving down to 168 pounds for the first time. Earned a 3rd-round stoppage over Samari Alexander back in February after Alexander refused to come out for the 4th round. So he's trying to ace his first 6-round test. From Hempstead, Texas, about 50 miles northwest of where we are on the University of Houston campus. Family and friends in attendance as he gets ready to fight on the biggest platform of his young career.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fertitta Center here in Houston, Texas, live on DAZN, we're set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside: Javier Alvarez, Alan Krebs, and Rafael Ramos. At the sound of the bell, your 3rd man in the ring, refereeing Dorian Borowski. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black with gold trim. Official weight 167 1/2 pounds. Professional record 9 victories, 2 defeats with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Davenport, Iowa, ladies and gentlemen, Najee. I'm him, West. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the cream with the purple trim. He scaled 169 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 8 victories, no defeats, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Brenham, Texas, Jahyden Britton.
Well, you can clearly hear all the support for Jahyden Britton. We saw him take some time to say hello and hug loved ones. This could be the polar opposite in a few moments.
Both of you getting your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Touch gloves, go back to the corner.
It's a visible height advantage for Jahyden Britton here, some 5 inches over the 5'6" Najee West.
I'm just about to say, I wonder how he's going to do with the height difference.
Tell you what, a 5'6", 168-pounder, he carries it well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Glad to have you aboard with us as we get set and get closer to the main card coming up tonight on DAZN, 8 Eastern, 7 Central Time. Jahyden Britton just turned 21 back in March. The unbeaten Texan at super middleweight for the first time. He's in the purple gloves with the white trunks. West in the black and gold.
Get in the game, man. Get in the game.
Jahyden's doing good with those feints. He just needs to come back with something.
You're waiting for the compound, really. Where is the action after the feint?
Exactly.
There's a good body pump with the right hand from Britton. How about West? A little fearlessness going right inside.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd move my head and push Jahyden back and throw a lot of the body back to head, being the smaller guy.
West taking those risks, probably knows it's what is needed in a situation like that. West said he doesn't feel any pressure coming from out of town, trying to show he belongs on more shows like this one. This is Britton's 6th pro fight in the city of Houston. But again, just his second at 168 pounds. He's gone the distance in only 3 of his fights. All 3 fighters at least 7 years older than the 21-year-old. And Najee West, who's in the ring with him now, is 11 years older.
Jahyden needs to stop going back like that. Step around and come back.
There's a small level of hesitation in this first round for Jahyden Britton. To see if he can clean that up. West getting instruction from his corner. I mean, it's only 1 round, Ginny, but it looks like they have a definitive game plan.
Yeah, they definitely do. And Jahyden, he looks nice and calm and ready to go back. I think he was just kind of filling West out a little bit. So we'll see how he comes in the second round. I think he can get a little more busier.
And Najee West trying to avoid a second straight defeat. He is fighting outside the Midwest region in the U.S. for just the 2nd time in his career. And unlike places like Detroit or Chicago, Cleveland, of course, West has competed almost exclusively in his hometown of Davenport, Iowa, or in Wisconsin as well. It's not exactly a boxing hotbed. Davenport's boxing claim to fame is that it's the hometown of the former 2-division world champ, Michael Nunn.
That's a good step jab.
And the jab to the body from West. More stab jabs from Britton. Keeping that right hand closely guarded to the chin, waiting to unleash the right.
That's what I wanted to see from Jahyden, him just use that jab more.
West trying to shoot and then get out. Take a move. Good left hand pump downstairs by Britton. West trying to match him. And there's that left hook from Jahyden Britton. And West backs up a bit.
I do like how how Wes is coming back after, like reacting off of Jahyden's shots and coming back with a good combination.
Wes knows what he needs to do. It's a matter of whether Britton can time him up.
Exactly, yeah.
On the back foot when he is retreating. Left hand to the body from Jahyden Britton. Can the 21-year-old put some hurt into Najee West? We'll see. Good exchange right in the center of the ring. Britton doing a nice job angling out, punching on the retreat.
I like he's going to the body, because usually when you fight shorter men, it's harder to get to the body, but he's doing a very good job of that.
West standing tall in the pocket, not backing down, as Britton has certainly increased the intensity. Not a knockdown.
I think he's feeling those body shots a little bit.
You know, when you're absorbing those types of punches as the round winds down here, we're noticing Najee West sort of try and stay afloat, jump on his feet. Could that be counterproductive when you're taking body shots?
I think he's trying to shake it off, really. I don't want to say it's counterproductive. I think it's just kind of like waking up your body and kind of shaking it off, because those body shots kind of are a delay effect, right? So it's kind of like you're absorbing it, letting your body, all right, I'm not going to let it affect me. Let me brush it off, kind of thing.
Britton listening intently from his corner. You know, Jenny, the eyes tell a lot. Looking at Britton moments ago, you just sense that he knows he had West hurt in that round.
Yeah, like I told you, Jahyden's a very hungry fighter. He just really gets into the moment of every fight he has. That's what I love about the kid.
Start of round 3 between Jahyden Britton and Najee West. Britton is going for his 4th straight stoppage. This is his first fight scheduled for 6 rounds in his young pro career. Those feints from Britton have been there since the start of the match. Wondering, based on the results of the second, if we're going to see anything following up from those feints.
Right?
Get your face down! Face down, hands up! Please. 1, 2, please. Take 2, please.
I will say West is starting to move around a little more, which is smart.
Eats another body shot from Britton. Another left hand coming in downstairs from the 21-year-old, and a solid exchange capped off by the right hand from Britton. And now he's telling West, let's go. Come inside. I dare you. Oh, there's the knee. It drops. And it's a knockdown here in the 3rd from Jahyden Britton. The pain catching up to West. 90 seconds to play with for the 21-year-old out of Hempstead, Texas. Britton trying to walk him down.
Did a good job of cutting him off. Stop the movement.
There's a calmness from Jahyden Britton in his approach, knowing that he has his opponent hurt.
And that's what I must say. I've seen Jahyden progress and he used to not be so calm, or let it, like I told you earlier, let his emotions get in the way. But I think he's being able to change that now. He's in more control, and I like his progress.
Action must be slowing down for Britton as well, in the sense that West was doing a good job flying in, trying to get his shots. Whether or not he was landing, it varied, but that's obviously stopped.
Definitely slowing down.
Britton on the hunt. Whips that left hand to the body. West backing up. More body work from Jahyden Britton. A beautiful round of punishment here from the 21-year-old.
Ooh, that was close.
Start of round number 4. Britton in the white trunks with the purple trim, and Najee West black and gold. As Britton tries to bring the crowd along with him here in the 4th round. We saw just that from West a lot more frequently earlier in the fight, before Britton tagged him with some explosive body shots that slowed him down.
Yeah, so he's obviously starting to recover there a little bit. If he keeps pushing Jahyden back and then England keeps pushing it back, that's what he needs to do.
And Britton trying to capitalize on the heels of a 10-8 round in the 3rd.
Jahyden Smart hitting in that exact same spot. Yep.
Oh, there's another one. It must have been the body shot. It started with that left hand downstairs yet again. Second knockdown of the fight for Britton. And even more time to play with here in the 4th for Jahyden Britton. Another one. Can the 21-year-old close the show in his hometown in front of family and friends at the Fertitta Center? Big windup right from West. Britton eats it well. And back on the prowl he goes. Good combos downstairs. Lefts and rights. West corner urging him to move. But he's frozen right in front of Britton.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
You see how West is getting close on Jahyden to try to take his shots away.
He has a standing target right in front of him. There's Britton, and another one. A left-hand bomb by Britton. A 3rd knockdown of the fight. West looking at his corner. Huffing and puffing. Najee West walking slowly to Dorian Banalski. And here he comes back for more. Trying to fight for his life. Najee West trying to survive the round. Britton already with 3 knockdowns. Jahyden Britton sensing the finish line is close. And that's going to do it. Jahyden Britton, fight waved off. He bruises his way to victory in his hometown. What do you think of that stoppage, Ginny?
I was just about to say, I've definitely seen Jaden's improvements since 2024 on Team Combat League with him. So I like what I'm seeing. He's definitely more calm in that, and digging the shots more, sitting down on his shots instead of being a little wild. That's the main difference and progression I've seen in him. So I like it. And I'll give West took some hard shots. So I give him props.
West knocked down 3 times before this fight was stopped. As Britton improves to 9-0, picks up his 6th KO. And he does it in front of loved ones again here in Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 58 seconds of round number 4. Your winner, he's still undefeated, Jahyden Britton.
Improving to 9-0, you pick up your 6th pro knockout right here, and it took 3 stoppages on the way. Did you sense the end was near with time running out in the 4th?
For sure, I knew it was near. After the second round, he wanted to quit, but I told his coach, you better not let him quit, so he had to keep him in there.
And we were talking about in between rounds the look that you had, especially in your eyes after that second round. What were you thinking sitting on your stool?
What was I thinking? Hey, mama, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Hey, y'all gotta look at my trunk, man. My mama built this. She started this. She did it. Since the amateurs, struggling, giving me her last $20, $30 to get to the gym. That's why I did it. That's why.
It was a pretty emotional walkout for you. Most people don't stop to give hugs and kisses to loved ones. Yeah. But what did this event to you this evening mean to you?
Everything, man. Like I said, like my mom, my little sister, my little brother, they all I got. But so. Hey, yeah, like, this for them, all my brothers, all my family, everybody that bought tickets, this for y'all. I'm a living witness that I can make it happen. And I'm just thankful to God, to my team, for everybody believing in me. Like, this means a lot to me because, man, y'all don't understand what I've been through. Like, I smile and give everybody else hope when I sometimes be doubted, when I sometimes be hurting. So this for them. Like, when I get in here, it's for everybody. But it means the most to me. I see my mama smile. That means the most to me.
And you may have been hurt in the past, but you put out a lot of hurt here tonight, and you do it at 168 pounds. Only your 2nd fight at 168. How do you feel like your power plays?
It's great. Like, I got everything. I don't got just one thing. I wanted to be more skillful first 6-rounder. I wanted to break him down and show Eddie what he got a potential in signing, So I'm glad I got the showcase against a tough opponent. Respected him. And I'm just grateful to be here, man. I love it.
All right, you put in the showcase in the ring. What is your message to Eddie after this win?
I need it. That's it. Thankful for the opportunity, truly. But even if it ain't after this fight, it's going to come around. I promise you.
Jahyden Britton, congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jahyden Britton improving to 9-0. We'll take another break and come back with our main event.
Nobody outwork them. I've said that before. It's outside of talent. Nobody outworks them. It don't matter who you name, they're not outworking. Then hands down, as long as I've been doing this sport, the most talented fighter I've ever personally met. It ain't just hard work. You got the talent, to put behind.
For me, Shock's he's the smartest fighter I've ever trained. So his IQ is higher than every fighter. And I've had some really high IQ fighters, but nobody like him. So he's definitely special. I don't see him losing anytime soon. He's been spoiling a lot of parties. So, I mean, you look at PBC, Ray Vargas, and then Fulton just now. You know, it's what he does. He doesn't, he's got no problem traveling. He's got no problem fighting guys in their backyard. And now we get to be at home. And every time he's fought at home, he shined anyway. So it should be a good night.
G-Shock for your boy Shock. You know, May 30th, we come to shock the world again. So it's only right that we put on the buzz down G-Shock to go with it. You feel me?
Come from Queen of Diamonds.
Queen of Diamonds.
Obviously, everyone brings up the two officers of the career. They always bring that up.
He was a kid then, man, and so they can use that all they want to. Hopefully, they're using that. Hopefully, that's what they think. And hopefully, they think that's going to be the same shot that show up. I'm hoping that. So we'll make it a short night. Think that.
We got what's it? It's 2 a day. So we about to train twice today. We got about to do strength work right now, strength conditioning. Later we're gonna come back do the boxing work. I'm saying might do something extra later on tonight. Not do my own thing.
2 laps and then we're gonna warm up. Y'all going? Starting the week off early, we're gonna come out, get some sprints in, we're gonna head in, do some strength work. Then we're gonna come back this evening, we're gonna get our boxing workout in.
Yeah, they big, hella skinny and shit. We got all this.
We keep getting the same band.
Yeah,
it's the same band.
It's the same.
We got the same band.
Right. Down and back is one. We got 2.
Never mind.
Down and back.
Why your hands on your knees? Ain't no hair down there. I just seen you did it first.
Put their hands on their knees, man. Why y'all got their hands on your knees? 26 days out from fight night. We could afford this weekend if we had to, man.
I'm in shape.
Shit easy. We ready, man. May 30th is Savage Town. Don't miss it.
I've been tighter than y'all. Way tighter. No diddy.
You see how we grab our shit?
Put in 14 rounds sparring on Saturday. Ran 4 miles immediately after. We ready.
Yeah, we wanted it for 2 years. You know, we had to put all type of bait out there. Whatever bait Eddie gave him, Ray gave his own bait. But the bait that finally got him was the Shakur bait. Come May 30th, he ain't gonna get a chance at Shakur, man. Ray gonna be damaged goods when Ray done with him.
Ass whooping time.
At least when I lost, it was like a lot of circumstances. I won't make no excuse. I lost to some bums. But bro, what's your excuse, bro? Like he said, oh, I didn't try to knock nobody, but the fight was already won, so I just cruised. Huh? Or he said, oh, you knocked out bombs. I said, well, why you didn't knock out the bombs? Oh, I was just boxing earlier in my career. Bro, this nigga goofy, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Little boy, bro. Making excuses for what you ain't done in the sport.
This is my moment, man. I feel like God put me in position. I worked hard. It's been a long journey. And for me to be here now, headlining at Fertitta Center, U of H, it's a dream come true. I stay like not too far from the arena, so I pass by it all the time, going to get food and everything. And it's crazy because I was always thinking like, dang,
the arena's so beautiful. Like, damn, why it ain't never been no fights there? And coincidentally, I'm there. So, you know, I'm excited, man. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Ticket sales doing great. Freaking, you got Buddy. He stay in Houston, too, and he got his little minions that's with him. They all in Houston. It's going to be roaring in there because they know we both coming to put on the show. I'm going to shock the world again, and I'm going to dominate. He's a good little fighter, but he's never fought nobody on my level. Nobody on his resume is even close to what I do. And I'm going to show him come fight night that he bit off more than he can chew. Ah! Go. A lot of people be having their homecomings, and they go out there kind of looking shitty because, you know, they get too comfortable or, you know, they're at home, so they feeling, you know, this ain't going to be there for me. I'm going to make it like Floyd when he started fighting home in Vegas, you know what I mean? It's another day at in the office, you feel me? I feel like fights like this where the animosity is high. I got a lot at stake on what I want to do in the future after this fight, so I feel like this was going to raise me to my highest level. Hey, you doing all that talking to me and responding to everything I say, you better be working on your chin, doing some neck exercises. Some of this shit that you're gonna be getting hit with. Cause we ain't worried. You built like that.
You can tell, cause if you look at the press conference, you see me looking at him the whole time, I'm trying to make eye contact, he wasn't really trying to make eye contact. He's talking to the crowd, looking forward and things like that. And even when we did the little sit down at the table, he didn't want to look at me then either. So it was just
me personally. I could see that he ain't really want this fight, just by all the energy we got from him and the little kind of conversation we had. We forced his hand into this fight. We put a bunch of bait out there, like I said before. We finally got the right bait to get on the tape, and now he got paid for it until May 30th.
Hopefully, you know, I'm expecting a dominating performance. I'm not really expecting a tough hard fight. I'm not going in there to make it a tough fight. Trying to make it as easy as possible. I definitely feel I can stop him. Look at his fight with Nova and then look at my fight with Nova. Nova was catching him with clean punches, countering him and all that. The only thing Nova did with me was made it look ugly, smother himself, put his body weight on me. He ain't laying nothing like that was crazy or none of that.
Stay here, Pop. Keep this shoulder in and keep this shoulder in. So that don't open up. Just don't go here. See this here? Yeah. Keep that fucking here when you're in there. Okay. All right? Okay.
Honestly, we're not worried about nothing about with Sharky. You know, we've been doing everything we need to prepare for whatever he got to come. You know, he got a good jab, we got a good right hand. A lot of people talk about him going southpaw, orthodox. He don't really want to be southpaw. If he end up southpaw with us, we're going to take advantage of it. He don't really got a right hand when he turns southpaw. He really don't got a right hand. He need his jab to get his right hand going. So we're going to take away the jab, and it should be an easy night from there. What do you feel like happens May 30th?
Me dominating him, doing whatever I want. He worrying about the wrong shit. He worrying about size and everything. That ain't going to win no fights. I mean, that's what he banking on. He banking on him being taller, longer reach. That's what he banking on. I'm banking on my skills and what I can do. And he gonna see when we get in there something different.
All right, back here ringside in Houston, Justin Shackle joined by Eddie Hearn as we are approaching the main card coming up at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on DAZN. Still, we got to see Zaquin Moses. We're going to get to him right before his ring walk. Main event, O'Shaquie Foster, Ray Ford. All week we're talking about how much of a 50-50 fight this is. I'm wondering from you, where do you see the similarities end between these two?
I do see it as a 50-50 fight. I mean, obviously we're going to be chatting for our man, and I do believe Ray Ford has the edge in this fight, but it's one of those, you know, I'm over with Brad and Carl from Top Rank. Shakur's just turned up. No one's really picking with real authority. You know, of course, Shakur believes Ray Ford can win. Brad, Carl, they believe Foster can win, but everybody appreciates it's really going to come down to who gets it right on the night tonight. You know, Ray Ford is looking very, very strong at 130 pounds. I think his power will surprise you. You know, Shakur just talked about they've shared many rounds sparring for this camp as well. Razor sharp. But I've been impressed by Foster this week as well. His calmness, and obviously he's at home. Although Ray trains here, this is Shakur O'Shaquie's home here in Houston. So it's a real brilliant matchup, and it deserves to be for the WBC Championship of the World.
You mentioned O'Shaquie's calmness kind of has brought out emotion out of Ray. A lot of critics are saying, I don't know if that's such a good sign. What do you think?
I mean, we'll see. Ultimately, Ray's never been in a position like this before. He's never really had any animosity going into a fight. He's never had that confrontation. He's never had the blood pumping around his body in a face-to-face. So we'll see. I liked he was a lot calmer yesterday after the weigh-in, the ceremonial weigh-in. Obviously at the press conference he was quite fired up. They're making weight that night as well, so everyone's a little bit tetchy as well. But I do think O'Shaquie's been calm this week, you know, and but Ray's he's a young man. He's ready to go. I said to him the other day, you know, this is a chance to become a two-time, two-weight world champion. He's still a young man. You know, you've got Shakur over there. He's won, 4 division championships. Devin Haney has won 3 division championships. Like, these multiple world champions don't come around very often. This is a massive night for Ray Ford. You know, O'Shaquie, this is his 7th or 8th world championship fight. He's been around, but for Ray Ford, this is a chance to really burst onto the scene and make history tonight.
And the winner tonight, is it a given that the only sensible fight to make next is Ray Navarrete?
Yeah, I mean, look, we saw Navarrete beat Nunes. I thought he was sensational that night. I mean, it really is, for me, between Navarrete and the winner of tonight's fight, who is the king of the 130-pound division. So, you know, naturally it would lend itself to a fight against Emmanuel Navarrete, and it's a fight that Ray Ford would love, but it's a very, very difficult one. I think Ray Ford's the kind of guy who wants to go straight into the big fights. You know, we saw him defeat Kolmatov in a Fight of the Year contender. Maybe one fight too many at 126 against Nick Paul, even though I thought he deserved to win that fight. But he just wants the big fights, and if he makes a statement tonight, he's going to make a big name for himself in the sport.
Let's work our way down on that main card. Charlie Sheehy, interesting name, intriguing name, making his Matchroom return, I guess you could say. What are you hoping to see from him tonight?
I mean, we want a statement. You know, we've got so many great fighters, so much young talent, but Charlie Sheehy gets a co-main event slot tonight. He was a very accomplished amateur, you know, part of the Team USA team. I'm very harsh on these guys. If you want to be part of this stable, if you want us to shout about you, if you want us to drive your profile, tell the world how great you are, we need to see it. So, you know, that goes for, of course, him tonight. That goes as well for Amari Jones, who's looked really good. That's 6-0 Amari Jones against 9-0 Asuna. You know, it's a really well-matched card tonight, even Zaquin. But the reality is we've got to give these young fighters a chance to learn. But in the harsh world that we live in, we need statements. We need great performances that we can shout about. So the pressure's on those guys tonight.
Playing floor manager as well. Great job by you.
Yeah. It was. He's walking straight through, you know. Like.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love that message, and I feel like it's been emphasized more and more about the younger prospects. Hey, let's go. Let's get on the moving train. Stay with us here. Where do you feel like that came from?
Yeah, I think that, you know, ultimately, like I said, we want to see great fighters. We want to see great performances, and that's what it's all about. It's a big crowd here tonight in Houston. There'll be 5,000 in here, and, you know, that's what we want. We want people, fighters that are aggressive in their move, and you know, the managers, the trainers will give them the opportunity to learn, but they've got to perform.
All right, that's another test with Zaquin Moses as well coming up here in our main event. On the preliminary card, again, main card coming up, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the zone, all leading in to O'Shaquie Foster and Raymond Ford for Foster's WBC 130-pound title.
We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you.
What you waiting on?
You know what I'm waiting on. You know what I'm waiting on. You know what I'm waiting on. Calm down. I hope you just sign that shit. Please sign that shit. Sign the contract. Sign the contract.
You need to be ready for that. That's all I'm going to tell you.
You can't beat me, bro. You can't beat me.
You're not ready.
You can't beat me.
I'm going to beat the
sunshine. You're not going to get to him. He's not getting to him. You're not going to get to him. You're not going to get to him. You're not getting to him. You see me, you're not getting to him. I I promise you,
I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna go beat up your daddy real quick. You feel me? That's how it's gonna go.
You can't beat me, bro. I've been calling your name for 2 years.
I swear to God. Bro, you talked yourself into something. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
You ran out of options. You ran out of options? That's what it is? You ran out of options?
Ran out of options, bro.
That's what it sounds like.
I picked you. I asked them about you, G. I'm gonna whoop your ass, I swear.
You asked them about me?
Yes.
How long we been asking about you?
Man, I'm not trying
How
to
long we been asking about you?
We here now, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
All right, so just sign. Make sure you sign this shit.
I told you when it come. I came to your inbox and told you it was gonna happen.
I came to your inbox. I came to your inbox. You know, I got the DMs. I got the DMs. I got the DMs.
What I just told you. I told you I'm gonna beat up you and your man. Didn't I just tell you that?
You said that.
What you said after I told you that?
I said I hope we make it. I hope we make it happen.
I just came to
I said I hope we make it happen. But you ain't make it. And don't act like you ain't make like you ain't been ducking me this whole time. Every time I've been mentioning you, I've been mentioning you.
Why you didn't come to WBC?
So you ain't been acting like. So you ain't been acting like. I'm number 2.
Why you didn't fight? Why you didn't fight Hernandez or somebody to come out mandatory? Why you didn't do something?
I tried. Did I not try? I tried to fight anybody. What you talking about? I'm trying to fight everybody. I'm trying to fight everybody.
So now you don't have to do that. I'm coming to see you.
No, because I'm on your ass. That's why you got to fight me. You got to. You boxed in. You eventually got to fight me. You eventually got to fight me. It's either get a belt up or fight me, nigga.
Get what belt up?
It's either because the number one, you know I'm expecting number 1, right? You know I'm expecting number 1.
You're not even ranked over Magnesium.
He number 1, right? So I was trying to get a title eliminator with him, and I was going to come see you.
Yeah, but why would I have to drop the belt now? If that's
because you know it's about to be that time. So now you trying to fake like you trying to run to me now because you running out of options, bro. You know you not. You know. First off, if you was moving out the fight listen. If you was moving, listen.
Fight up, man. Come on, man.
If you was moving up the fight, if you was moving up, why you vacated the belt? You're not beating me.
And then I'm gonna go beat your daddy.
You're not beating me.
And I'm gonna have y'all both trying to
get to him. You're not gonna get to him. You're not gonna get to him. And I'm not gonna you the fuck out. I promise I'm not gonna you the fuck out.
Hey, come with that shit.
I am. And I'm bringing heat. By whom? By whom? Who hurt me? Who hurt me?
Come play with me.
Who hurt me? I am.
I hope you try to walk me.
I am. I'm bringing that shit. I'm bringing that shit. Woo! When you ever see me fight scary? Name one fight.
I know when you running across the ring and shit.
I ran.
I get in that mix, boy. They know that.
I fought him more than you.
So you talk like that. Make sure you be about that. Don't get the grab.
I stay in the pocket more than you.
Man, look, you talking crazy. Make sure when you get in that ring.
Everything you say is cat.
Make sure when you get in that ring. You own that for real, bro. Don't get the running and shit. Meet me in there. They know I'm on that. They know I'm on that.
Did you knock this shit out?
Come show me.
Did you knock this shit out?
I'm going to show you.
You're not knocking nothing out. Why the fuck I'm running from you? You don't hit hard.
Tell me that. Make sure
you
hit
hard.
Hey, y'all hear this?
You don't hit hard.
Make sure you don't start running.
You don't hit hard. What am I running for? Where am I going?
That's what Rocky does. That's what a whole lot of people
Let's get it banging then. Let's get it banging. Don't run. Let's get it banging. Don't run. Get it banging. Get it banging. First off, we gonna see, but sign the contract first. Sign the contract first. Sign the contract first. Sign the contract first. Ain't nobody never showed me I'm not like that. Nobody never showed me I'm not like that.
Alright.
Just sign the contract.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Just sign the contract.
You gonna get everything you're looking for.
Sign the contract. Sign the contract.
Get it done this week.
Okay. He gotta do it. You can't make it. He gotta do it.
All right, the main event coming up later tonight. O'Shaquie Foster, Ray Ford here in Houston. We have one more fight to go on our prelim show featuring Zaquin Moses, and this guy's going to be calling with me. It is the 25-1-3 Lamont Roach world title contender. Great to see you, sir.
Thank you.
You were vlogging. You were live. Were you live streaming the weigh-in?
Yeah, I was live streaming the weigh-in yesterday.
Man, new hobby? What?
I think so. I picked it up over the year. I have like a little community behind me, and they like to see what I do, what I get into, and they just support me, man. So I like to give it to them.
I love it. I wanted to get your thoughts though on the main event here. We saw that build up. It's a natural build up, right?
Absolutely.
Serious animosity between 230 pounders. Where do you see the edge in a 50-50 fight?
I definitely think it's a evenly matched bout. Where I see the edge, I can see the edge with Raymond Ford, because of how the animosity is. They're both equally skilled, and they're both going to display it. But I think once the chess match dies down, because I don't think they're both going to come out there blazing, guns slinging. But once they do, I think that will sway more Raymond Ford's way. That's just me personally. I seen O'Shaquie Foster in the fray with Rocky Hernandez. I seen him in the fray with Robinson Conceição and his other 2 losses as well. So it was just like, you know, he gets hit, and he's not as sharp as he is on the outside as he is in the inside. And so we'll see how it plays out. Imagine if he doesn't let Raymond Ford inside, you know? So we'll see.
Well, between Foster and Rocky Hernandez, Ford and Kolmotov, we've seen both fighters rise up when it matters most in crunch time. We'll see if this one lives up to that type of path later on this evening. Right now, we're going to get ready to go for our final bout of the prelims. Inside the ring we go with David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with the special lightweight attraction. Now entering the arena from Corpus Christi, please welcome Travis Kid Corpus Crawford.
23-year-old Travis Crawford, a battle-tested super featherweight looking to get back in the win column. Before heading off to the U.S. military, we have heard for a number of months now that he would be military bound. This week, he did mention he still has plans of entering the military after this fight. So we're going to get an interesting question answered. Is he a fighter operating like he has nothing to lose, or a fighter with one foot already out the door against Zaquin Moses?
Please welcome the young, undefeated phenom from Newark, New Jersey, Zaquin "Zaba" Moses.
But when you talk about the future of boxing, all you need to do is lay eyes on me. Those were the words from that man right there. The young man out of Newark, New Jersey, now a Houston transplant. Zaquin Moses, 6-0, 3 knockouts, and is in his 4th straight fight, set for 6 rounds. He's gone the distance in each of his last 2, including earlier this year in January at the Fountain Blue in Vegas. Shut out Leandro Medina on the judges' scorecards there. Knocked Medina down, but the tough Argentine did not quit. Still, Moses turned in a near flawless performance, and now he was slowed after that fight with a hand injury. He's looking to do the same once again tonight as he continues to climb toward contention with his most experienced opponent to date in Travis Crawford.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fertitta Center here in Houston, Texas, USA, the action continues with a special lightweight attraction, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside: Javier Alvarez, Michelle Morales, and Randy Russell. And at the sound of the bell, your 3rd man in the ring, referee James Green. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears the white with blue and silver trim. He scaled 133 pounds. Professional record, 7 victories, 6 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Kid Corpus Crawford. Crawford. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears solid black trunks, official weight 131 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in this campaign as a professional with a record of 6 victories, no defeats, and 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, the young, undefeated phenom, Zaquin "Zaba" Moses.
Let's go right here. Okay, gentlemen, you got your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up, back to your corners.
James Green, the third man in the ring. Zaquin Moses in the black trunks with the pink gloves, and Travis Crawford in the white, silver, and black. Justin Shackle, Lamont Roach on the call as we conclude the prelims and get set for the main card coming up at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on DAZN. What do you like about Zaquin Moses, Lamont?
I like how poised he is. You could tell that he's gaining a lot of, look at that jab. You can tell that he's gaining a lot of experience in the camp with his cousin Shakur, Raymond Ford, and all those other guys. He's gaining a lot of experience, and he's putting it in every fight.
Chin down. Feints, good feints. Good, when he throws that jab low, that hook is there.
Zaquin said he fancies himself more offensive-minded than his cousin Shakur, so naturally, right out of the chute, you want to try and see the similarities, but there's a lot of offense and power inside the fists of this 21-year-old.
Not for sure. He's definitely a gunslinger when he wants to be, for sure. But he's very poised, and a lot of young kids, young men. A lot of young men aren't as poised as he is early in their careers. He has a good eye. He picks his shots very well, as you can see, like his shot selection.
That was a good showing of his IQ. Crawford let loose with a combo, and then the counter-parting shot from Moses cracked him with a left hook.
Yeah. Crawford looks like he's tough, though.
But I'm curious to get your thoughts here, because we talked about it while Crawford was making the ring walk. He was in action on the Canelo Crawford undercard in September against Muhammad Alakel, and after that fight against Alakel, as Moses whips him with the right hand.
Yeah, it might have stunned him.
And pay attention to the action here, and might have had an accidental clash of heads.
Headbutt.
But it was talked about after that fight, again, took place in September, that he was going to go right into basic training for the military. Obviously, that's not happening. He's right in front of us here, but he also said he still plans to go to the military after this fight. So is he a fighter with nothing to lose, or does he have a foot out the door?
I would look at it as a foot out of the door, but you never know what's going on in the minds of these fighters unless they tell you point blank. I think that this is a great opportunity for him, obviously, looking at it from his perspective. If he upsets a guy like Zaquin Moses, then he'll probably be thinking again, like, oh, do I have to put off the military or not,
Basic training may be put on the shelf.
Right, exactly. So we'll see.
Oh, maybe not after a punch like that. Or, well, but the accuracy has been present for Zaquin Moses in this opening round.
He doesn't waste a lot of energy either. Like, he's a good pro.
And to Brown, number one. There you see Zaquin with his head trainer and grandfather, Wally Moses, in his corner. Ronald Sims, Torrey Stevenson.
He has a good team. He has a good corner.
Torrey will be busy later tonight in the main event with Raymond Ford.
Yep. They're trying to put off the young trainer, man. I don't know why, but he's been on the stage plenty of times. So, and then working with that camp is like I don't know if he's learning on the job or not, but he's owning it for sure.
And we talked about it a few moments ago. Zaquin's close to Raymond Ford. He likes the way Matchroom has handled Ford's career. Zaquin said that's something that, or somewhat, how he wants his career to be. And I know our Sergio Moya said that Moses reminds him of Ford stylistically, another southpaw who kind of punches with sharpness. He's developing his power. Do you see that similarity?
I do. Absolutely, I do. He likes to capitalize off his defense, too. he opens the opponent up with his offense like that, then he'll make his opponent swing and try to capitalize. But he's definitely offensive minded. You can see it, especially when he thinks a guy doesn't have a knot for him.
Well, Crawford's giving him the green light to keep those combos coming.
Yeah, just sitting there with no jab. He's not coming in with a jab. He's not being very active with his offense. So he's not really giving Zaquin anything to worry about. That's a good jab.
Quick
to the
jab
body.
from Moses.
Yes.
Crawford maybe getting through the guard right there with that right hand.
Step to him. Step to him.
The jab to the body is bothering him.
The voices that you might be hearing are the ones from Crawford's corner as a counter left hand lands for Moses. They're urging Crawford to keep his chin down.
63.
Crawford trying to avoid dropping a 5th straight fight. Coming in again at 7-6.
Lead hand up.
5 straight.
Lead hand up. Over the top.
5 straight.
Yeah, he need to have a fire under him.
5 straight, 6 losses total. He's been stopped once.
Okay.
And a good left hand that zips right through from Zaquin Moses.
That's a good body shot by him.
Crawford punching with Zaquin.
Yes.
Right there, buddy.
See that foot placement, the left foot of Crawford.
Yeah, he's keeping it on the outside. He's definitely trying to keep it there. Crawford's trying to let his hands go a little bit more.
118, Charles, 118.
But again, it just seems like it's nothing that is new for Zaquin Moses, right? Whether it be in his amateur journey or in the J. Prince gym with some of the names we've been talking about.
Yeah, for sure. That's right. That's where that poise comes from. He's cool under fire right now.
Head outside, touch, head outside. Let's go.
It's been like that since he started his pro journey back in late 2024. Just turned 21 on April 25th. Meets him, but again with a quick right hook. But Crawford continuing to punch. It might have been wobbled.
That hurt.
Crawford is hurt.
It's a good shot. Yeah, he's hurt.
As the seconds wind down, here in the second, Moses teeing off on Travis Crawford.
He's saved by the bell. He was saved by the bell for sure.
You got a shiner.
Yeah, he got a shiner. I think that's what he felt. I think it was a right hook. It was like an angle right hook that hit him like right in his eye. He felt that one.
In Zaquin's last fight, again at the Fountain Blue in January, his opponent, Leandro Medina, he went down in the 4th. Zaquin pitched a shutout on the judges' scorecards. He outlanded Medina 80-33 in total punches with a 53% connect rate.
Yeah. See now, I think right now Zaquin is going to press the gas and make him punch. He's going to be there and try to make him punch in exchange.
Combo from Zaquin Moses.
Good. Bring it back upstairs.
Here it is, Lamont.
Yeah.
The counters that land with such accuracy.
That was a good shot. That was a good shot. That was a good shot from Crawford.
Crawford staying busy. Trying to fight back best he can. A right hand to the body may have knocked a little bit of wind out of Crawford.
That 8 is still there. Good. Come back up over the top. Good. Touch him up. Go downstairs.
Meet Zaquin upstairs.
Oh, that was a good left.
Smearing left hook from Zaquin. Lightning fast from the Newark native.
Good. Follow it up.
He's throwing that right hand.
Not now. Touch. Good. He going downstairs. Elbows in.
That's a good left hand that got through.
That left hand knocking Crawford off his balance a little bit after he was trying to show some punch volume.
See, I think he threw it out.
Yep.
I told you.
Maybe he punched himself out already. A minute and change into the round. Meanwhile, Look at the calm demeanor from Zaquin Moses.
Yes, that's a very beautiful defense, actually. That was a good body shot by Crawford again.
You ain't gonna work, you turn.
Two left hands casually thrown in through the guard from Zaquin Moses.
Body work, go around the elbows.
And looking for his 7th pro win.
36.
Trying to win his 4th consecutive fight scheduled for 6 rounds.
Yeah, I like how they're moving him too.
There's a low shot.
Low. Yeah.
Crawford opts to go right back into the action.
273.
Good jab.
473. Over the top.
That jab being landed at will at the moment from Zaquin Moses. Crawford answers back with the right hand.
Yeah, that's snuck in a little bit.
All them 4 a.m. workouts. 2 weeks you had to get ready for this fight. It don't mean nothing. Step to him.
He's giving us the time.
Crawford's corner getting philosophical.
Yeah.
I love it.
You don't get lazy. Do not be lazy. Stay sharp. Move your head a little bit. You stay too straight up.
Does that have an effect on a fighter as opposed to specific instruction? What do you think?
Don't leave for right.
As a trainer, you got to know what works for your fighter.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works for Crawford.
That triggers Crawford.
But as a trainer, as a good trainer, you know what triggers your fighter and what doesn't.
Well, there have been moments over the last 3+ minutes where we probably didn't think Crawford could get to this part.
Yeah.
And here he is.
He survived that round.
Yep.
Let's see if he gets it together through this minute they have and see if he come out swinging again. I wonder what the coach is telling Zaquin in the corner. I wonder if they're pushing him for a stoppage or...
Something that we've noticed in the past, Lamont, is Wally Moses does specifically stress for Zaquin to get his opponent out in a certain round.
Okay.
And I believe Moses has been perfect so far in those directions.
Oh, yeah. So if my guess is if he's telling them to step it up, I think he's going to pick it up this round. Like he did at the beginning of the first round, pick it up and make the presence known, and then make him throw and counter.
The kid they call Zabak in control as we begin round 4 in our main event.
Don't reach, though. Don't reach early.
Main card on the zone coming up at 8 Eastern, 7 Central here from Houston. The top of the hour to start off. Foster Ford, the main card, leading into the main event tonight. And Ray Ford's stablemate, Zaquin Moses, doing some work in the ring right now.
That's a good one, too. The straight left hand is getting in good for him. There it is again.
Left hand connecting.
There it is again.
Yep, 2-punch combo at close range from Moses. And the punches just stopped from Crawford.
Yeah.
Oh, got a good right hand in there. Travis Crawford coming back.
Oh, yeah, he's eating it back. Good shot.
See, those are the sporadic shots that we've noticed Moses taking. What is he doing to leave himself a little bit of... Obviously, the speeds offset so much, but what is he doing right there when he's exposed?
When he's allowing Crawford to throw, to use energy, because I think he has him on the line, like he has him on the hook, trying to reel him in. But Crawford isn't punching as much, and that's the thing. And then it kind of goes into like survival mode, and everybody knows it's harder to stop a guy that's surviving. Rather, if he was punching, I think this would have been over the last round. But that's up to Zaquin to find what he needs or find that opening to attack, to get him out of there, to get him hurt, to, make him not respond. See, like that, the left hand's going to land at will.
That left hand, it does land with a thud, but it looks effortless.
Yes. So imagine if he puts it in 2s and 3s and then does it again and then does it again. What's the referee going to do? But now, when that low is in the action from Zaquin, Crawford punches back. The referee is not thinking about stopping the fight, you know?
It's enough to maybe sway the referee's mind.
Yeah.
Good. Flip him, flip him, flip him, flip him, flip him. Hey, Sharp, hands up. Move your hand, move your hand. He needs a still target. Move your hand side to side. Good.
25 seconds to go in round number 4.
Get your head.
23 and 21.
Moses trying to get a win following a hand injury that slowed down his spring. Crawford with a few punches inside and a smirk and a combo that follows by Zaquin.
Step around 8. Beautiful. Look down 6. He put his head
It's real
down.
good work. It's real good work from Zaquin.
It was a better round from Crawford.
Yeah, it was. It actually was.
Not sure if he won it, but Moses continues to be in control. Again, a 6-round fight through 4.
It looked like Wally's telling him to get him out of there though. Body language. I think he's telling him to end it.
What's the hardest part about trying to take your opponent out in the 6-round, 4-round fights as opposed to the larger round fights?
Obviously the time frame, and then it's more urgent. It's more urgent, and then it makes you pick it up even more because you have less time. But I think he has the ability to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I think he can get it done, but it takes another gear that I'm pretty sure he can tap into. But we'll see what he chooses to do. And on top of that, Crawford's tough.
Come back with the left hook.
That's a good body shot.
When you throw that, come back with the left hook. Nice and tight.
See, the body's gonna affect him. That might be that opening that I was talking about. That might be it.
The volume turning up here with Zaquin Moses, paying more attention to the body of Travis Crawford, who's trying to spoil the party for the 21-year-old.
Downstairs, upstairs, up and down with the shots. Ooh, elbow. Step away from
Moses sneaking that
shot,
left hand through, then going right downstairs.
Fight, Travis.
Oh, the attention to detail right at the waistline.
Yes.
Those shots earlier in the fight, maybe a tad lower, not so much right here.
Yeah.
Pretty level shots
See,
to the
now,
body.
this is where the referee's going to look into it and like, all right, he's not responding, and he's taking too many punches, especially a couple big shots upstairs. After he mix it up to the body, I think that would be the ones.
Yeah, here's a chin turner from Moses. Travis Crawford, the opponent with the most experience for Zaquin Moses. Crawford, 13 fights under his belt.
Right there, jab, jab, 83.
So he ain't talking.
Good. Hook down when he was his head down.
Crawford's talking to
36.
him.
When that head goes down, 36. Move that head side to side, straight. Good. 63.
Do you and your corner working codes?
Bump and shoot. Bump and shoot.
You said what?
Do you and your corner working codes?
Yeah.
We're here in the corner for Crawford yelling out numbers. They obviously mean something.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
They probably have like a combination system or something like that.
Kind of prevent sign stealing or just advice stealing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Boom. Right, come back up top.
Because fighters can hit, fighters can hear.
Hook down, 36.
If we was talking a little louder, they can hear us.
Yeah.
Blind side. Right there, Travis. Got where you want him. 73. Good, beautiful. Step to him. Stay right there. Aim for the chest.
Zaquin has a good eye, a good defensive eye.
Good. Don't let him catch you lazy. Don't let him turn, Travis. Knock it down. Good. Stay in front of him. 118. Good.
Do you feel like this is a round which Moses may have pulled back a little bit?
Pull back? No, because at the beginning of the round he was thumping. So I just think that, he chose to just pull back a little on the gas. I think he thinks that that Crawford is tough, and this might not be the round, so we'll save it for the next round. He's been defensively responsible and stuff like that. So
that's a good point.
it's going to be up to Crawford's corner to see what are they going to do this last round. Obviously, he needs to knock out the win. So, if he doesn't come to knock Zaquin out, what are they going to do? What is Zaquin going to do, and how is he going to approach the last round? It's the last round, 3 minutes left. You won every round. Do you box it out, or do you go for the stoppage? Especially if Crawford is just trying to survive. But if he isn't trying to survive and fight, that gives you the windows and opportunities to knock him out.
We are going to find out fairly early in this final round if Crawford, like Lamont says, coming to win, needs the knockout, or if he is just trying to survive here.
Right. See, and there's been 10 seconds and he didn't throw a bomb yet, so you can tell he's not trying to knock him out.
You and I were looking at the same thing. It was the clock to start it off and see what the urgency would be like.
So he's gonna.
Good, follow it up.
Oh, okay, hold up. He might pick up.
Good. Step to him again. Stay right there.
Moses with the cleanest shot right there in that sequence, the right hand.
Yeah.
Zaquin Moses had Travis Crawford hurt early in the fight, about 2 rounds in. Credit to Crawford for staying and hanging tough. And there he goes, unloading against Moses on the ropes.
Yeah. He shielded some of those shots. A few got in, but they weren't super effective. That was a good hook that snuck in there.
Keep fighting until that ref say stop. Stay on him, Travis, stay on him. You take that deep breath back downstairs. 6. Work right there. Even the crowd saying, come on, Zach.
James Green needed to get into the middle right there.
Let's go, Travis. Everything you got, son.
It's just a good round that Zaquin knows just close out the fight. That's all. That's a good shot right there. He got in.
Yeah, left hook.
He got in. He's hurt.
Shelling up.
He's hurt. He's hurt. Let's see if he goes for it.
Can Moses capitalize? I'm sure he senses that blood in the water.
183.
I don't think he needs to load up. I think the volume will get it. Yeah, like that. See? It opens it up.
Straight left, then the hook around the guard. Coming back with another straight hand. A 4-punch combo. A little over a minute to go in this 6-round fight.
Come on, let's go, Travis. Work. Let's go, Travis.
Another beautiful, accurate left hook from Zaquin Moses. There he tees off with the right hand.
The corner is calling for him to pick it up, though.
Finish, Travis. Work. Good. Come back upstairs. Good. Let's go. Touch it.
Oh.
Good pop shot.
Let's go. Work. 63.
This does represent a good learning experience for a 21-year-old again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have your opponent hurt early, and barring something miraculous here, it doesn't look like he's going to stop him. You have to end up going the distance. I think it goes back to what you said. This was a defensively responsible performance from Zaquin Moses, and those are needed for development.
Absolutely. Everybody's not going to fall, especially like guys like this who don't necessarily come all the way to win once they figure out they're already outclassed. You know, they don't finish the fight to win, but they finish the fight to stay on their feet. And it's hard to get those guys out of there. So Zaquin did a good job. He won every round. And, you know, just keep stacking them up.
Yep.
Keep doing his thing. He's getting sharper and sharper. And I like the way he's performing.
Another near flawless performance for Zaquin Moses, and we'll see if he pitches a shutout on the judges' scorecard for a second straight fight. But credit Travis Crawford, for the most part, showing durability.
Yeah. Like I said, I knew after the first round, I knew it was tough.
Travis Crawford Has now dropped 5 in a row. He falls to 7-7. Obviously not official, but Moses is going to get his hand raised here.
Oh, man.
Only moments away from making it official.
Yeah.
If you're Zaquin Moses again, Lamont, do you think he's ready to graduate to 8 rounds at this point?
I think so. I think that fight was comfortable.
Yeah.
He didn't look exhausted or super winded. He was in there with a tough guy who made him keep his punch output up. He had a good punch output for 6 rounds. 8 rounds is going to allow him to slow the pace down a little bit because it gives him a little more time. Maybe those shots will drain another guy over 8 rounds. Maybe even Crawford. Maybe it would drain him more over 8 rounds. Maybe he wouldn't be able to take that punishment for 8 rounds. You never know. So the way Zaquin throws his shots and selects his shots, he'll be good over 8 rounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action here in Houston, we go to the judges' score totals. All 3 judges scored this bout identically, 60-54. For your winner, he's still undefeated, Zaquin "Zaba" Moses.
Zaquin, congratulations on another victory as you improve to 7-0. Noticed you hurt your opponent early. I feel like you could sense that. How did you overall feel about your performance tonight?
I felt great. I don't know, man. I felt great. First and foremost, I should have said this first, but I want to thank God because without him, it wouldn't be possible. But I got something to say about the commission here. They wouldn't let me warm up in the back, and I had to hurry up and put my gloves on, so I ain't like that.
Do you feel like maybe a little bit of fight night adversity serves you well moving forward? Because calling the fight here with Lamont Roach, we both said it, you remain poised. Nothing has fazed you, at least for the naked eye in your young career.
I mean, I'm in the gym with the best, man. Every day I'm here with Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, DB3, Kelvin, Keon. I mean, I'm with the best, man, so it's in me.
Lamont also called this a defensively responsible performance from you after that second round. Did you feel like that's the way the fight went after you initially recognized that you had him hurt?
A little bit. The guy was tougher than I thought he was. I want to shout out to him, but I'm on to the next, man. I can't wait till I get back in there. Like I said, I'm in the gym every day. Right after this, I'm right back in the gym, and I just can't wait.
Staying busy, could 8-round fights be in the future for you in 2026?
Yeah, this is my last 6-rounder. I'm ready for 8. And I'm ready for whatever else.
All right, one last one. As we close out the prelim show, we get ready for the main card. Ray Ford, someone that obviously you know very well in the main event. What are your final messages for Ray as he goes up against O'Shaquie Foster?
Ray about to whoop O'Shaquie ass.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
All right, Zaquin. Congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it.
Zaquin Moses victorious here as we close out our prelims at Fertitta Center here in Houston. Main card coming up at the top of the hour on DAZN as we get you set for Foster Ford for the WBC 130-pound title. For Jenny Fuchs, for Lamont Roach, our entire Matchroom crew, I'm Justin Shackle. Enjoy Foster Ford coming up next on DAZN.
Get reckless, you're gonna go to sleep, bro. Don't get too reckless, then. May 30th in Houston. O'Shaquie Foster. I'ma punish you, bro. Nah. Ray Ford.
He can't fuck with me. That's just what it is.
The WBC World Championship.
You better be working on your chin. Let's get it banging.
For me, one of the best fights of the year.